Right, one viewer. That's a good start. 6 viewers. Who's going to be the first name? Rhiannon Ham. Hello, Rhiannon. Elaine White. Dan Young. Claire Louise. Hi. Jan Denham. Evening to you, Jan. Stephanie. Hello, Stephanie. Hiya. Gary. Hiya, Gary. Ray. Hello, Ray. Ray, I hopefully see you Friday, Ray. Terry McGuinness. Maggie. Bring them on camera. Wait, or do I wave or something? I don't know. What do I do? Press that. I don't know. Wave. What do I wave or something? Oh, wave. Right, I'll go. Like, I press this and it waves at people. There we go. 200 viewers. Right, hello, Bob Chewy. How you devil are you, Bob? Hello, Jono. Jackie. Oh, someone's cooking something really nice up here. It smells lovely. Whereas over this side, it smells of rotten cabbages. Hello, Shirley. It'd be lovely to talk this week, Shirley, if you can. Yeah, MBAP deal. NBA. Millie bit of pedo. I want to show you something today, if I may. There's a purpose for the talk today. Hello, Kieran. Cheers for that offer, Kieran. You're a good man. Good man, so we are. Bon dia. Bon dia, Teresa. Como está? Got my hair cut, yeah, I did. I got my barnet chopped. Yeah. Yeah, Jono, that's the Shirley Oaks thing, yeah. You know, Shirley Hell, as I call it. Right, I've got a t-shirt on. I don't want to wear this. I'll be wearing this tomorrow. Look, it's back to front because of how the camera is, but it says Justice for Ellie, right? So this is Justice for Ellie. This is the wee lassie who's up in Barrow-in-Furness. Can you see that? Justice for Ellie. And there's a little pink elephant, right? Ian, yeah, hello Ian. Look, I've got the t-shirt today, Ian. Right, so today I've been speaking with a lady called Alison. Alison is the mother of Ellie. Ellie is the 19-year-old girl who is a victim of a grooming gang in Barrow-in-Furness in the northwesterly point of England, just before the Scottish border. And it's in the county of Cumbria. And Ellie was battered by members of this gang. She's currently serving a remand sentence pending a trial for 7 counts of perverting the course of justice. Ellie is a victim of grooming, sexual grooming. I've been speaking with the mum, and I've got to tread, like I always say, very carefully. Naming names is a very tricky thing because it gets people in a lot of trouble, and the mum has said, you know, John, please be careful what you say, because they don't want their little daughter, their little angel, ending up in any more trouble. All right. From what I've heard, there's been a monumental police failing here. Again, there we go. Justice for Ellie. Justice for Ellie. I've got the t-shirt. I'll be wearing this on the podcast tomorrow, and hopefully I will be speaking a bit more to Alison, Ellie's mum, about this. The parents, Ellie's parents, are nice, decent, hard-working people. Ellie's mum is an outreach worker. She does a lot for people in trouble. Ellie's one of 4 kids, and they're all good kids. And if we listen to Rachel's shocking and candid and bold and forthright testimony that she gave on Sunday, we can see how easy it is for these young girls to be caught up and snared by these Romeos, which turn out to be nothing more than wolves in sheep's clothing. Well, wolves isn't a word, because wolf denotes that they're quite tough. These are maggots. These prey on young girls. They prey on the insecurity. They prey on the romantic notions of these young girls, the inexperience, their ignorance. They prey on them, and anything that preys on something else is a leech, it's a parasite, it's a maggot, and this is what these people are. Now, we saw from Rachel how this guy groomed her, and then he used her in his conspiracy, which was another attempt to silence her. So not only did he kick the crap out of this poor girl, he actually used her to import drugs. Right? She was acting under duress, as are all these girls. Now what they do is they turn around and they get them involved in criminality. Now that criminality, now I'm pointing no fingers at anyone, this has got nothing with Ellie's case, I'm talking in a general fashion. Alright? They use these girls in their conspiracy, so they may well get these girls to recruit other girls, for instance. That happened quite a lot, especially in the case of young Zoe Thompson that I dealt with. Girls were used to recruit other girls, and who better? And also they would use them for their drug transportation, so they are being used, you know, basically what we see now is a thing called county lines, you know, where they're using these kids to move drugs up and down the country. So again, part of the conspiracy, part of the silencing project. But the kids aren't to blame. They are acting under duress. So we are talking about rape because these are young kids. These men are raping them, and a lot of these girls, and especially when I spoke to Ellie's mum, and I said, you know, just physically describe what Ellie looked like when this first started. She said, well, she was about 14, but she looked 12, which again is what they like. And in order for the police to cover this up, there's more than one answer to this. Now, the local officers that will come around and say there's not enough evidence to go on, they're told to say that, right? That comes from another place. That's not them. Cumbria is a relatively new county. Well, their police force, anyway, Cumbrian Police Force was formed in 1972, right? It isn't exactly a poor county, but then again, it's not a wealthy one either. It was, a lot of it was the steel industry. There were military hardware bases, submarines and whatnot were there, you know, and of course with the collapse of that, that's plunged it into a little bit of poverty. It's on a peninsula, which is a furnace, right? So it's a bit of an enclave, and it will shut off like you get anywhere. A classic example was a place like Hull, just really basically shut off, except a strip of land. And then you get this small town culture, right? These gangs are using these kids. And if you think that it may be just, for example, Pakistani cab drivers, you're massively mistaken. You know, in my experience, those that are utilising these girls will range from the low level to the high level, and this is where you get the conspiracy of silence. This is where you get the reluctance of the police to investigate. This is where you get the threats and the cover-ups, because there's a lot to lose. There will be a lot of people will lose a lot of things. And I think there was an MP, a local council or something from Barrow, basically said, I've got the police and I've got the local media in my pockets. Well, he may well have, because he may well be supplying bits and pieces for them. All right, and this is how it happens. This is what, hiya Alan, this is what they do. And hence this dogmatic approach of the police towards the victims. It isn't right. It stinks. It is wrong on so many levels. There's a saying in the Bible, to see the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye, yet ignore the log in your own. And this is basically what they do. They will pick out the minuscule minutiae of wrongdoing, which we all do. We all do silly little things which could be classed as illegal. If you commit one crime in the eyes of the law, when you take it to its nth degree, you're committing 80 separate offences. All right? So, I keep freezing, someone's saying. It keeps freezing, this. It doesn't seem to be up here. Right, so for them to stop really nitpicking and really going out their way to demonise this girl, when really what she's got is a solid case of mitigation. So if she has done silly little things wrong, like Facebook threats or whatnot, I don't know, surely the mitigating circumstances will be so powerful that they will piss her case out the window. And I like to think that. And they said that about the police's case against me, all these numerous offences they charged me with, right? And I said, well, do what you want, take me to court, I don't give a toss, I'm not frightened of you lot. And what happened was the CPS turned around and said, first, it wasn't in the public interest, and secondly, that John Wedge's mitigation is too powerful to ever substantiate a conviction. So hopefully this is what they will go for with Ellie's case, that her mitigation will be so unbelievably powerful. But her parents are worried that she will be internalised in this British judiciary system and then just caught round in this washing machine of pure corruption and never get out. And of course it is a very real sort of worry. So we need to respect that, we really do, and we need to work with the wishes of the family. I was hoping it would be a bit like a Pepsi Watson scenario, where we could all start sending pictures and whatnot, and postcards and cards and stamps and all that to her, but the parents want everything to go through them. It gets filtered and then it gets emailed on. So that's their wishes and we must abide by it. She's in prison for perverting the course of justice. 7 cases of it. And she's a victim of grooming. So I said to the mum today, do you know what? Her name's Alison. I said, Alison, we've all had enough of it. We have all had enough of it in this country. So there's these T-shirts, Justice for Ellie, right? Hopefully, I don't know, we just need all these things, all these stickers and posters, and we need them slapped everywhere, like Kareem was saying. We just need them all over the place. The Lads Bible contacted me today. I've never heard of them, but apparently they've got 40 million followers. And they wanted the details of Chris Lambriano, and I said, well, I'll ask Chris, it's down to him if he wants to talk to you or not. And the guy had never even heard of what myself or Beach Home, many of us do. And I said, but what do you put out? And he said, oh, we've been dealing with this gangsters and this. And I said, but why? Why? I said, why are you promoting criminality by giving these people a platform? What is more honourable than promoting and giving a platform to us lot so we can put out what we're doing? And this lad was the most naive reporter I've ever met. And he didn't know about anything we've been doing. Nothing. He didn't know about the politicians involved, anything. He went, oh my God, well, why do they do it? And I said, well, it's not for me to educate your son. You really need to step out of the ignorance of this. This is the only criminality you need to look at. I said, don't go worrying about the armed robbers and the coke importers. They just cause misery and they're selfish and they're greedy. Don't waste your time with them. Come after the paedophiles with us. And he was on another planet. So the Lads Bible, if you're out there, Lads Bible, for God's sake, get an education. I'm not denigrating you. If you're doing good, I love you. But my word, how could you not have known about the plight of all of us and what we do? Really, it's just dumbfounding. And I just said, you've been living in a bubble, mate. You need to jump out of it. And you'll probably find a lot of these gangsters you deal with have been abused as kids anyway. Not all of them, but hence the anger and everything else, oh, someone's calling me. So Justice for Ellie, I'll be wearing this T-shirt tomorrow when I do my podcast. I'm doing a phenomenal interview tomorrow. Please, let people know, share it, wake people up to it. Right, oh, brilliant. Alan Merritt's got the badges done in different languages, fantastic. Please, we need to take this seriously, everyone. We really do. We need to take this seriously, and we need to start sharing this work and really punching it out there, You know, in the name of God, we need to do it, because otherwise it's going to lose momentum and then it will just wash into nothing. We need to all stick together with a vice-like grip on each other and start getting it out there and really pushing for it. And I'm shocked that some people have no idea what we do. I'm absolutely shocked, really am. What's that noise? God, the drains up here, they stink. I talked to my doctor about this last week, face to face. You know, and keep it localised. Don't worry about what's happening in America. Localise it. What's happening in the UK to British children. You know, we've got enough testimonies out there. We really need to get cracking with all this. Really need to start slinging it out there and get the voice out there. And so, for those that moaned at me for not doing anything about Ellie, I'm doing my best. I am up at 5:30. I'm hitting the hay at 1 in the morning, and that is not a lie. I'm absolutely flat out with it. Constantly coming in. So if I don't get back to you, please, please don't have a go at me. You know, and anyone out there that knows anyone that wants to talk, please put them in touch. Please put them in touch, and let's start smashing these podcasts out there while we still have this lockdown. Let's get as many as we can. Mugs will be ready end of the week. We're going to go with t-shirts. We're going to need to do a combined one. I want to do a combined one with all our groups together. Need to get some stickers sorted. So if someone can come up with a lovely design, please let me know. Not hand drawn. You know, a nice, good, punchy, simple design. All right, I'm thinking about doing it like John Wedger Brew with a View one, with that saying from the book of Matthew, you know, you harm a hair in a child's head, chuck yourself in the water, blah, blah, blah. That's a superb, you know, superb saying. I like that one, you know. So, you know, just keep it coming. Keep it coming. We're thinking about setting up a Patreon account. If everyone who watches this can chuck £1 in a month, we're covered, we're sorted. We are absolutely bang on, you know. We're there, we're en route. So night vision goggles, I'm going to be purchasing my first pair this week, so thank you to all those who've chucked money at that. So night vision goggles will be on way. We'll get our first pair soon. What else is happening? Tomorrow there is going to be a Wedger's Whistleblowers with a lady called Jenny, and her story will, honestly, it will come with a health warning. You know, I need to warn people about this. I should have done it with Jeanette's one a bit more. Look, I need a bit of sleep. I look like. Yeah, we need croc t-shirts. Nice. We want them nice and mature and simple, you know, and get them out there so people can look at it and go, "Oh, that's nice," you know. But you know, don't overdo anything. Don't overdo anything. So tomorrow, please, at 7 o'clock. Come on, let's make this, you know, for the sake of Jenny, get her story out there, get it so far out there. You know, Rachel's one is now pushing over 20,000. I knew it would. Jeanette's one has taken on a life of its own. It really has. And I think Darren is well on his way to getting a huge amount of media interest. And I want to thank Sean Kelly for all the work he's doing, helping fellow survivors, doing incredible amounts of work. He's turning up, you know, and helping and giving advice to people and really engaging with people. So thank you so much to Sean. If we could, Sean's needs a little bit of assistance, so if anyone wants to chuck a couple of pennies our way for Sean to keep doing what he's doing. As you know, he sort of lost his income due to the COVID lie, the COVID pandemic lie, whatever. And you know, yesterday's chat with Corrine, you know, we was discussing this. You know, what are the things, you know, Jeanette's interview podcast, well over 50,000 now. Incredible. Let's keep going. And Jenny's, let's get Jenny's you know, just send them off, just ping off. If everyone, so if there's 50,000, if every one of them sent it to 10 people, my word, look, we're 500,000 already, you know. Get it out there. Let's really, really get it out there, you know. We've got to, we really have to. We've really got to sort of move forward with this. It's so imperative. It's so important. Right, I'm just reading some of the how do we donate. If you want to donate, just get in touch with me via the John Wedger Foundation, johnwedgerfoundation@gmail.com. I can then forward you bank details. It goes in there. We're going to be setting up in a month or two with the website so you can donate straight on. We're going to end up with a PO box and an 0800 number. So we're well on our way to getting this a very professional outfit indeed. If we look over at the clouds, South London's getting a smashing with rain at the moment. You can see it. It's bashing down over there. So we are moving in the right direction. So look, John, put Patreon. Yeah, I'm going to look. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Justice for Ellie. It may well come out back to front. Justice for Ellie with an elephant. And look, the scales of justice. There you go. So I got that made up today, and I'll be wearing it tomorrow. Hopefully it won't stink. And I've got another sticker I'm going to stick on my car, so I'll be doing that. And so, you know, we need to as much support as we can for Ellie. We don't want to pervert the course of justice. People have gone steaming in a little bit, you know, with their size 9s and caused a little bit of localised problems. We don't need it, but you know what they did for her when they did the car park thing and all bibbed. I mean, why can't we get something like that going on? You know, they go down on their knees for something that happened hundreds of years ago and whatnot. Again, I'm not going to get caught up in the politics of all that, but you know, why are we not going down on our knees for the children? You know, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get how people's minds work. I have had enough, as you can all tell. I hope that you've had enough too. And this is disgusting. Yeah, I don't think I'll have one to fit you, Joe. You're the size of a tank, aren't you? You know, so I'll speak to the mum and see what she wants. Does she want letters to go in to a local politician? Do we want letters to go to the police for their incompetence? I don't know, but it's a live inquiry. If we do upset people, then it's perverting justice, and we've got to be careful. We don't want to upset anything to do with the placement of this girl. You know, she needs to be back home. But Barrow Inverness is a cesspit with these grooming gangs. Anyone with any information, come forward, speak out, go to the police. If we know of any politicians that have been involved in shagging kids in Cumbria, speak out, go to the police. If we know of any coppers that have been involved in all this, look at this. Yeah, look, the Rozzers are on their way. Cause a bit, look. I don't know if you saw that. There's like 5 or 6 blacked out police cars zooming up the Finchley Road there. So God knows what all that's about, you know. There's probably someone not socially distancing or something like that. Or there's probably someone exposing an MP for shagging a little boy, and they've gone round to nick him. That's probably what's going on there, you know. As they do, the effort they put into attacking us that come forward is absolutely unbelievable, you know. So please, let's get out of the wind. That's what's happened to it's Wimbledon week. It's always raining. Yes, you ring me tomorrow and that'd be nice. Right, let's duck in. Let's duck out of the way. Try and go down this wind everywhere. It's unbelievable. Right, I want you to have a view. I don't want you to look at brickwork. Brickwork's boring. Right, so that's that. Please tune in tomorrow. We'll be doing another. Going to be doing another endurance fundraising walk. Going to be walking from Parliament Square all the way to Bristol. So I'll be myself and Big Dylan big deal. And Millie, we're doing a walk. We need to sort out a driver. Hopefully we'll get that. So we'll be doing a fundraiser. The money will go to the foundation, and also I will be, as usual, giving money to the charity of Chris Lambriano's choosing. He has done so much, Mr. Lambriano, to help victims and survivors of abuse via the rehab centres, and a real good, honourable man, and a lovely friend to me. He's been a very, very kind friend to me. So that's what we'll be doing in the summer. So please, if you can donate, that'd be lovely. And I'm going to sneeze. So we'll be walking along the inland waterways. The reason being is the canals were a way of conveying paedophiles up and down without trace throughout the UK. So we'll be walking along the Thames, and then joining up with a canal network along the way. So there'll be myself, Dylan and Millie. We'll keep it low close. Hopefully we'll be meeting up on the way, people along the way. Millie's now, I think, getting on for her 11th year. I don't think a dog has ever been walked as much as she has. She's swum, she's walked, unbelievable, poor Millie. And she bit a paedophile last time, which is, I think she's got the taste for it. So I think it's Millie that wants this walk. We'll set Millie free in Parliament and let her have a good run of it. So she can bite who she wants in there. So yes. And someone's put Chris Lambriano, Bobby Cummins. Bobby Cummins does a lot for exposing corruption and offenders and whatnot. So yeah, I met Bobby Cummins, and he's been a good, strong supporter of our work. So that's what we're doing. So that's what we got planned in the near future. More podcasts, please. I need people to come forward, and I say to people, if you're at Corby, there's big rain coming. I can see it, man. Wow, you can see like this big cloud. It's coming over from Ealing. Look, Ealing is getting a good smashing, and it's heading. I'll wait till it hits us, and then I'll go in. Wow, look, you can actually see the cloud coming. So we're just going to keep going. I need people to come forward, and what I say to you, just don't be frightened. The fear's with them now, because they know they've done wrong. They know they've done wrong. They are bricking themselves now because we've had enough. We have all had enough, and we need to band together. If we start splintering off and attacking each other, we are finished. We are finished. And on the troll watch, I think that moron Harvey has done a video of me being Darth Vader and he's being Skywalker. I mean, what an immature little. It's just weird. Even Jeanette's saying she's getting trolls now, but you will do, Jeanette, because they're just paedophiles and paedophile protectors. That's the only way. And that idiot Yolandi Kenwood is going around saying that I've been murdering people, and I think she once said that I raped her. Well, how would that even work? Seriously, raping Yolandi Kenwood. I mean, what's all? She's just sick in the head. But this is what these people are. They are sick in their head. They really are. Well, that's them. Anyway, so don't worry about what you read from these morons, because they're just out to attack us. I'm just waiting for them to come in. That's a cloud. So, I'm linking in with the Justice for Ellie thing now. If anyone's got any ideas how we can help Ellie, please let us know. Please let us know. If someone's saying about someone slagging me off, I really don't care who slags me off, to be honest. I really don't give a toss. Letter writing it might seem, a little bit passive, but it's not. It's not. It's hugely effective. It really is. But again, we need to work within, the parameters of the law and what the parents allow us to. But if we can sort of I think they've got a website, Justice for Ellie. If we can link in with that, again, I think our parents got T-shirts and things like that. Get some of them. I'll happily wear one whenever I do a podcast. If they've got stickers, I'll see if we can start distributing some stickers for them and things like that. I just want to go. It's like when I go swimming in the sea. I love the big waves. You know, it's like feeling the full force of God. But anyway, the rain's coming now. You can feel it. It's now got into Paddington. Notting Hill and Paddington look like they're covered in rain, and it's slowly creeping this way. So I got my hair cut the other day. So please, victims and survivors, if you need to speak to me to do a podcast, I'm here. Just get in touch with me. Do not be frightened. I'm not going to get you caught up in all the liable stuff, because you know you don't name names. It's the place to name names in a court. Otherwise, you know they're going to sort of start taking sanctions against you. But then we start hitting them, and if there's police officers and politicians that are involved in it, start sticking letters of complaint and accusations in to the right authorities, and let's do that. Please research the RAINS list, RAINS. There is this Detective Chief Inspector from the Vice Unit on there. When you see his name, I'm not going to mention it, but when you see his name, please write to the IOPC with a page from the RAINS list and ask what was done about this guy. All right, please do that. This you know, I've already sent my letter in, and I'm still awaiting my response. And right, anyway, the rain's coming now, so my nose is itching. So please tune in tomorrow. At 7 p.m. We've got Jenny, and her story is heartbreaking. It is truly heartbreaking. Please, get her story sent to as many people as you can. It needs to go everywhere. It needs to go all around the world. You know, the world needs to know what's going on. It needs to go to church leaders. It needs to go to politicians. It needs to go everywhere. You know, here it comes. Here comes the rain. You know, here comes the rain. Just look at it. Right. Just have a little quick look at where the weather is now. Just do my quick sort of. Right, the sun is going down over Harrow and well, just sort of Queensbury, Kingsbury that way. The rain is coming in from the southwest. When it's from the southwest, it's always wet and windy, but it won't freeze you. It's when it comes from the east, it's a nightmare. It's sweeping in fast now. Kilburn is getting a good soak in now. There we go. The UK's largest Irish community, County Kilburn. They're right good threshing. They're tough guys. They're not worried about that. And Notting Hill's getting it now, and it's sweeping over to the wealthy suburbs now of St John's Wood and Regent's Park, and it really isn't cricket. And it's actually raining over Lord's cricket ground as well. So I said that. How ironic. All right. So here we go. Let's let it hit us. It's like waiting for a massive wave, isn't it? You know. Anyway, my tea's got cold. Look, my brew's got cold. So I'm going to go get another brew. All right. Anyway, God bless everyone, and please tune in tomorrow. No excuses. I want everyone on parade, nice and early. All right. I'm going indoors, Christine. Christine, have you made Brian his dinner yet? I hope you have. No excuses, Christine. No excuses whatsoever. Right, here comes the rain. Yeah, it's hitting us now. It's awesome up here, because you can actually see the clouds coming in. It's brilliant. It really is cool. Look, the ratings have all gone down now, because it's getting. The ratings are going. You're not going to get wet watching it. You know, you don't have to go in just because I'm getting wet. You know, the rating's down to 200 now. Look, what's the matter with you lot? Got no stamina. Right, I'm getting soaking now. Right, adios. Bye bye, everyone.